first one was the slip and slide.
Ooh.
The older editions of the slip and slide were a little bit more dangerous, and some kids broke bones or chipped teeth on these, but just about everyone slid off the end or over the side and got a grass or rock burn.
The dangers Gen X faced. Groovy tapping in. Welcome back to another vid. Now, from what I'm hearing, man, growing up in the 70s and the 80s, aka Gen X era, I'm hearing it was a lot of fun. I'm hearing y'all had a lot of freedom, less supervision, doing a lot of stuff y'all weren't supposed to be doing, man. Just being rebels, you know, all in all, man. But y'all know me. I'm a part of Gen Z. I want to go back in time and see what life was like growing up back in the Gen X era, man. What were some of the dangerous things y'all was doing as kids? You feel what I'm saying? So this should be a good video right here. Before we get into it, like the video, comment down below any videos y'all want Young Groovy to react to next. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you're new.
If you grew up as Generation X, then it's probably a miracle you even survived. At least that's what the modern world tells us. Many of the things that were normal back then are now taboo. In this video, we will have a look back and wonder how Gen X kids even survived.
Let's get it.
Television wasn't everything, but it was still pretty important.
Damn, that's how the
If you were a kid
TVs
in
used
the
to look.
70s, then you probably did not even have cable.
No cable is crazy. At that point, you forced to go outside with no cable. But then again, I'm not gonna lie, going outside was fun as a kid. There was a lot of adventurous things to do outside, so, you know, I wouldn't be mad to go outside, but what am I doing when I come back inside? I ain't got nothing to watch or keep me entertained.
Most people relied on a television antenna, which was usually rabbit ears and tinfoil.
Yo, that's crazy.
However, there were some households that used an antenna that was mounted on top of the roof.
What is that?
Every so often, this antenna would need to be adjusted thanks to some wind or weather. This
What?
became a family affair. Dad, of course, was in charge of the picture, so he was right in front of the television. One of the kids would be up on top of the roof and ready to receive instructions from the relay of the rest of the family spread out from Dad.
Wait, what? Y'all used to be
No
on
one
top
ever
of the
thought
roof?
anything about kids being on the roof and then falling off. Most kids got up there
Wow.
anyways just to get a better view of the neighborhood or the stars.
Yo,
Many
what?
newer roofs are much more steep, and that might be considered child abuse to send your kid up there.
Nah, I would be
I guess
scared
it's
as
a good
hell
thing that
going up
people
there
don't
as a
have to deal
kid.
with antennas on the roof.
Wow.
Summers as a kid were always fun, and why wouldn't it be? You were out of school, and that meant you could spend more time with your friends.
Yeah.
But with all that running around outside, you were bound to get thirsty. There's nothing quicker and more refreshing than a sip from the garden hose.
Facts.
Of
I used to
course,
do
you had
that.
to let it run a while before it got cool enough to drink, but it
Yeah.
certainly had a distinctive taste. When
Facts,
is the
though.
last time that you've seen a kid do this?
It's been a
It's
minute.
supposed to be unhealthy, yet here we are.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen no kid do that in forever. Just go to a random water hose and just get a little quick drink. I ain't seen that in a while. That bring back nostalgic vibes for sure.
But occasionally, I still take a sip from the garden hose. The garden hose was also connected to a couple other activities that parents today may consider them to be too dangerous. The first one was the slip and slide.
Ooh.
The older editions of the slip and slide were a little bit more dangerous, and some kids broke bones or chipped teeth on these,
Whoa.
but just about everyone slid off the end or over the side and got a grass or rock burn.
How do you break a
Believe it
bone
or
doing
not, they
that?
still sell these, but they are a little bit safer. This next item, however, I'm not so sure about. As kids, we all enjoyed playing in the water sprinkler, but some of these sprinklers could be pretty rough. This one in particular was
Damn!
really
Imagine stepping on that. Oh, hell no.
dangerous. It had a solid steel base that could certainly hurt if you stubbed a toe on it or fell on it,
Damn.
but that wasn't the dangerous part. When the water ran through the sprinkler, it would move the metal fan blade at the top.
Oh, no.
At that point, it was like a little saw blade that was spinning fast on top, and it could cut through little water-soaked toes and feet.
Ain't no way.
Kids were fast learners, though. If they got cut once, they would be sure to clear it the next time.
I bet.
Kids in our day used to be outside a lot, and we loved it. That worked out great because most of our...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. What is this called? I've never played this. What is this? You hit the ball and y'all just hit it back and forth. I've never played this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Used to be outside a lot, and we loved it. That worked out great because
Hopscotch
most of
for
our
sure.
parents really didn't want us inside the house anyways. As a result, kids spent a lot of time out in the sun.
I'm not gonna lie. Did y'all parents force y'all to go outside? That was my mom. Like, I'd be sitting in her face. She'd be like, boy, go on, get out my face. Going outside. She'll make me go outside. That's crazy, man. In the comments down below, let me know if y'all parents ever did that. Just made y'all go outside.
And sunblock? We had no idea what that was. Are you talking about a hat or a shade tree? At most, we may have depended on SPF 4, and that's only if we were super cautious.
Wow.
Everyone was exposed to the sun, and many of us would compare sunburns at the end of the day. When our skin started peeling, we would see who could peel off the biggest flake.
Oh, nah.
Oh, look, that one looks like Texas. It also wasn't uncommon to see teen girls and young women laying out and trying to get that golden beach tan. Quite often, they would speed up this process by using either coconut oil or tanning oil. Today,
Wow.
most kids get lathered up with anything from 30 SPF to 100 SPF. Parents in those days certainly didn't have to watch us like the parents do today. They not only trusted us, but they also trusted our friends and the rest of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Parents realized that we needed to do things on our own, and that was how we were going to learn.
Wow.
However, if they were watching and we happened to get hurt, there was no doubt that they were going to be laughing as long as it wasn't life-threatening.
Yeah. That's crazy. I had a lot of freedom growing up too, bro. Like, damn. I mean, I did too, growing up, But nowadays, I just feel like the world it's not like how it used to be, man. It's a lot more ignorant people. It's a lot more dangerous. You know what I mean, man? You can't really be having your kids out here roaming around like that. Would y'all say back in the day it was a lot more safer, in the world? Because nowadays, man, it's some crazy people.
Bikes were everything to a Gen X kid, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
provided us a freedom that we couldn't get from anything else.
This was like your
We
car.
could go on adventures that were hours away from home, and for the most part, our parents had no idea where we were at.
Hey, you could be in a whole different neighborhood. That was me, bro. I was in everybody's neighborhood, bro. Like, and don't let me have pegs too, bro. I have a friend with me on the back.
We also used our bikes to jump some pretty shady ramps. We could do a lot with some plywood and bricks, and it was hours of entertainment.
Wow.
As we look back on our childhoods and compare it to modern kids, it's hard to believe that we did all those bike adventures with no helmet or knee pads.
Yeah.
This picture pretty well sums up the
Wow.
generation. This kid is jumping his bike off of a super tall ramp.
Now, one thing I did not do as a kid was let somebody jump over me on a bike. Hell no. Oh no. Did y'all do this? There's no way I have this much trust in one of my friends to jump over me on a bike. I don't care if it was off a ramp or not, bro. Hell no. I do not want that tire hitting me in my head.
Notice that he has no helmet, knee pads, or elbow pads. Just
Y'all-
pure fun adventure.
Y'all was
if
rebels,
this
bro.
Eagle Knievel lands short, then the kid on the end is in trouble. And
Facts.
occasionally that did happen.
See, nah.
As you look at the kids on the side, you can tell that they are worried about this because they've seen it happen themselves. But the best part about this photo is there's a dad sitting on the front steps and
Yo, that's
smoking a
crazy.
cigarette while he's waiting to see who gets hurt first.
Yo, that's
For him,
crazy.
this is as good as any gong show on television.
Oh my God.
Back in those days, cigarette smoke was everywhere, and you couldn't avoid secondhand smoke if you wanted to. In fact,
Wow.
most of us had at least one parent that smoked. Parents would send their kids into convenience stores to purchase cigarettes while they waited out in the car.
That's crazy,
Usually
bro.
the clerk would just look out and get a nod from the parent, which would signal that it was okay to buy the cigarettes.
Man.
If
You
the
cannot
parents
do
were
that
not around,
nowadays.
then the kid probably needed a note from the parents saying that it was okay to buy the cigarettes. These notes were never all that official, and it might be written on a notepad, scratch of paper, or the back of a receipt.
That's
Dear
crazy.
clerk, please sell Rhett a carton of cigarettes. Thanks, Mom. Can you believe that actually worked?
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
crazy.
chance that kids could ever do that today.
No.
Car safety was something else that most people didn't take too seriously. In the US, it became mandatory that every car manufactured after 1968 had to have seatbelts installed in them.
Wait, The cars didn't have seatbelts installed? That's crazy. Nah, that's...
Wearing them was more of a recommendation rather than a requirement until the mid-1980s. Until then, we stood up on the front seat so that we could see up over the dash, and our dad's arm was our seatbelt and the airbag.
Nah, that's crazy.
Another thing that we would do is lay up on the back dash and pick our noses as we looked at the cop car behind us. We thought it was super fun when Dad had to slam on the brakes and we came flying out of that back window and slammed into the back of the front seat. Back then, we had to learn how to take a fall, and the crazy thing about it is we couldn't wait to get back up there and try it again.
Yeah, that's cool though, I'm not gonna lie.
Pickup trucks were not as common as what you see today, and people that had boats would haul them with regular cars, even Cadillacs. And when Dad needed lumber, it was going on the roof of the car so that it could come home. He would tie it down a little, but it was still our job to help hold the lumber down as it was stacked on the roof. So there we were, standing up on the seat, halfway out the
that's
window,
a whole tree on top of the
lumber
car.
on top, while Dad had his hand on our waistband to keep us from falling out. Somehow his other hand was busy holding down the lumber on his side, which is pretty incredible to think about.
Nah, that's crazy.
At the same time, he was also steering the car, shifting gears, and smoking a cigarette.
Damn.
It's no wonder that we thought he could do anything.
Talk about multitasking.
Remember some of the other activities we did? We all had toys that are considered dangerous now, but back then it was completely normal. Lawn darts was one of those toys. That weighted sharp point could penetrate anything if you didn't get the heck out of the way. Clackers, click-clacks, or knockers had the possibility of shattering and sending shards of plastic flying through the air like shrapnel. Yet somehow some of these clackers survived. In fact, here is my pair from the 70s.
That's crazy. Yeah, I used to have fun playing with that.
Back then, we learned how to entertain ourselves with the simplest of things. Do you remember making long chains from soda and beer can pull tabs? According to what they say today, we could have been badly cut at any moment, yet most of us had minor cuts, if any.
Y'all creative,
but one dangerous activity that we all did was kite fighting. Remember this one? You would fasten razor blades to the side of your kite and then swoop it down so that you could cut the string of your friend's kite.
I never saw this one.
If you were successful, then that kite would keep flying forever. But if your kite took a nosedive to the ground, then you better be quick and get out of the way of those razor blades. BB guns were another item that was quite common.
BB guns.
Kids could go all over town with one on the front of their handlebars. And BB wars would certainly get intense.
Them jumps hurt when they hit you, though.
We definitely did not have safety at the top of our list when those broke out.
Wow.
Firecrackers were certainly a lot more accessible than they are today.
Firecrackers.
It seemed like you could pop them off in every city and it was perfectly legal. Did you ever set off some fireworks and then place them into your Tonka truck and roll it into the driveway where some neighborhood girls were playing jacks so that you could get their attention?
Nah.
Oh, well, I guess that was just me then.
Nah, that's funny.
Speaking of jacks, they were definitely something painful to step on if you were barefoot.
Jacks, what are those?
Today that complains about a Lego being stepped on has probably never really stepped on a jacks. These things would completely hide in the shag carpet, and they were like little soldiers that were waiting to ambush you.
Yeah, I know they hurt if you step on them.
With all that time that you spent on the bicycle, then I'm sure that you probably came in contact with at least one of these. One slip of the foot, and this pedal could travel up your leg like a vegetable peeler.
Ooh, that hurt.
Kids today know nothing about that level of pain.
Nah, when that junk hit your shin, oh my God, that junk hurt. That is the worst pain, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. Now the new generation of kids, they don't know nothing about this. That hurt. That hurt even thinking about it. Oh my gosh.
Here is something else that could be really painful. These chairs were really comfortable to lay in, but when you got up, you had lines going all across your skin. But that wasn't the worst part. They were not the easiest to adjust. You had to bend them all the way in so that you could adjust them further out. One wrong move and the hinges of these torture devices could snap down on you like a bear trap and take off a chunk of skin.
Wow.
Are these chairs even sold today?
Yeah, that metal part looked dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Imagine having like a piece of your skin caught up into it while you trying to fold up the chair. Oh, I know that hurt.
Despite all the dangers that were lurking all around us, it really was a special time to grow up in.
Yeah.
People were friendly and neighbors were someone that you could count on. Some of the dangers that we see today are completely different than what we faced. Do you have any special memories that you would like to share?
Wow.
Let us know in the comments below.
Which one of these clips, man, brought back nostalgic vibes for y'all? In the comments down below, let me know. This one right here is crazy. I am not letting no kid jump over me with a bike. I'm setting myself up for failure, man. But a lot of these kind of brought back memories too, man, of me growing up, man. But y'all was some rebels growing up, man. I'm not gonna lie. And that's what make y'all different, man. It looked like y'all had a lot of time on y'all hands. Y'all was real creative. I would say that. Y'all thought of a lot of things to do. In the era where y'all had to pretty much come up with y'all own entertainment. Y'all didn't have TV. Y'all didn't have social media, the internet. You feel me? Y'all just had to entertain yourselves, and y'all did that. Y'all were rebels, very dangerous kids. You feel me? Look like y'all had a lot of good time growing up, man. So if y'all like the reaction, man, hit the like button. Comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you new.